So I was able to watch Star Wars The Acolyte Episode 7, and in my opinion, this was the best episode of the entire series so far. I just felt like this episode fixed some problems with the show, and somehow made the worst episode of the show, Episode 3, it made it a better episode. And that's because it focused on the other side of the story, the Jedi's perspective on everything that happened, and I just liked what they did there. But with that, although I did like this episode, it does not help the show. Because if we think of the entire show so far, this is the episode before the final episode. It does not do a good job at setting up that episode at all, like it should, because at the end of the last episode, it kind of set it up, but we still don't really have a clear direction of where the final episode is going. This episode doesn't help on that, because it basically takes the episode 3 and just changes the perspective of it. Now, maybe this will come into play at the last episode, but currently, right now, it doesn't work. So, in my opinion, I feel like the order that these episodes should have released should have been a different order. It should at least start with episode 3, or have 7 after that too, but I do not feel like episode 3 and 7 should be placed where they are. And throughout this entire episode, although I do think it's the best of the show so far, I do not care for the characters in here. That's a recurring theme throughout this entire show. Final episode's the next episode, and I still do not care a single thing about these characters. But the action is cool in this episode. It kind of reminds me of episode 5, but there's a lot more brutal stuff in this episode. The action's been good throughout this entire show. That's one of the great things about this show. But next week's the final episode, so we'll see how The Acolyte lands as a show after that. But anyways, that was my review on episode 7. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, maybe leave those on the side that interest you too. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.